All right, welcome. Now for a true test of our ability. This is slope formula in its most useful form. Without slope formula, I would have to make a graph, find these points on the graph, 3, 1, I have to go all the way to 9, go up to 8, whatever, and then I'd have to count up and over, and then I'd have to simplify. But with slope formula, I don't need any of that. With slope formula, I don't need to graph it. I can just label my points and plug them in. So let's do that. Okay, so every point has an x value. Every point has a y value. And right now they're twins, so I'm going to simplify them into x1, y1, or differentiate them, is a better word for it. x2, y2. Perfect. They're labeled and ready to plug in. Let's do it. y2 is 8, y1 is 1, so I'll go 8 minus 1 on the top. 8 minus 1 on the top. And now I'll do the bottom. 9 is x2, 3 is x1, so 9 minus 3 on the bottom. Now we solve, and if possible, simplify. 8 minus 1 is 7. 9 minus 3 is 6. This can't be simplified, so my slope is 7/6. And that was so much easier than getting out a big old piece of graph paper, drawing a graph, labeling the graph, putting a point, putting another point, drawing a line, counting up, counting over, and simplifying. I didn't have to do any of that. I just plugged them into the formula. Look how nice and neat that is. That was so fast, we have time to do another one. So let's do it. Again, start by labeling your points. X, X, Y, Y. They're twins, so let's differentiate them. This is x1 and x2, y1 and y2. The 1s are next to each other, the 2s are next to each other. Now we can plug them in. y2 minus y1. y2 minus y1. 1 minus 3. 1 minus 3. Over x2, x1. 5 minus 7. 5 minus 7. Now we solve, and if possible, simplify. 1 minus 3 is 2. Nope, it's negative 2, Mr. Grapp. Thank you. 5 minus 7 is negative 2 as well. Ooh. And so we get a negative 2 over negative 2. Well, firstly, this can be simplified into a negative 1 over negative 1, right? But then what about this double negative? What do I do about this? Well, what did we do before when I had two negatives next to each other? Two negatives become a positive. So actually, this simplifies into positive 1. So my slope, m equals positive 1. There you go. Wow, look at that. Less than 5 minutes, we found the slope of 2 lines. Slope formula is awesome. So, in summation, to use slope formula, label the points, plug them in, solve, simplify. Label the points, plug them in, solve, and then we had to simplify. The tricky part here was knowing that 2 negatives become a positive. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think that does it for slope formula. Let's see what the next video is about, because I honestly don't remember. In the next video, we're going to talk about slope-intercept form. I will see you there.